Hello, everyone. The subject of my talk this evening is big data and the ways in which it has and will continue to have a notable effect on our daily lives. Now, there's a lot of hype around big data, and you've probably seen or heard people talking about big data many times. But I've found that a lot of folks are not completely certain what the term actually means. To put it simply, big data refers to very large and complex sets of data. Now, don't be scared when I say data. It's really just another word for information. Anyway, people can use computers to store, analyze, and process these data sets to gain knowledge about something. And this knowledge can then be used by companies or governments in various beneficial ways. But what kind of information do we collect? And where does it come from? Well, given that we're living in a digital age, it probably won't surprise you to learn that the majority of this information is generated by technology. Think about documents that we write, audio and video files that we record, and photos that we take and upload. Also, think about texts and tweets that we write and transmit on social media, or status updates and comments that we post online. And think about the way companies and computers can log our actions, including the history of every site we visit and everything we do online. Okay, so to sum up, big data refers to collecting the information that is produced from our daily interactions and analyzing it for insights. From everything I've said, you might be thinking that big data sounds interesting, but that it might be something that only big organizations deal with. It's true that many organizations, large and small, are investing a lot in data collection and analysis, but I believe the effects of this analysis can definitely be seen and felt in the daily lives of you, of me, of everyone. First, let's look at how big data has the potential to help us save money. A few weeks back, I was in the market for a new laptop. 10 years ago, I probably would have gone to a shopping mall to buy one. But I love online shopping, so I went to my usual online store and found a laptop I liked for about $800. I was about to put it in my shopping cart, but I thought I should check whether another retailer had the same laptop for less. Rather than visit different retailer sites individually, I used a web service that collects data from all the major online stores and compares their prices. I quickly saw that an online retailer I rarely use had the laptop for around $700. I then used another website that collects data about discount coupons and found a coupon that would allow me to customize the laptop for free. So these two web services, both of which use the power of big data to provide useful information to prospective shoppers, helped me save money and get exactly the laptop I wanted for the best price. And big data helps me save money every month, too. I have several smart devices in my home that monitor and log the temperature in my house, how much energy my family and I use, that kind of thing. This data is uploaded to the internet, where I can view it by visiting a website. But the data is not just uploaded, it is analyzed too. And the site gives me recommendations about ways to reduce my energy usage or change my usage patterns so that I can save money. Since I started using these devices and relying on the data they have collected, my household expenses have decreased by around $20 per month. Now, that's not a huge savings, of course, but over the next 5 years, I estimate that I'll save at least $1,200, which is a nice little sum. And because I'm using less energy, I'm helping the environment and doing my part to reduce the effects of climate change. So it's a win-win. Big data can also affect our health in positive ways. I went to see my family doctor last winter for my regular checkup. While I was there, he asked me if I wanted to get a flu shot. He told me that he subscribed to email updates about flu outbreaks, which is based on a variety of data, including words and phrases that people search for online. According to the data, he said it looked like a big flu outbreak was about to happen in the region, and he was offering flu shots to all patients as a result. Well, I got the shot and made sure my family did too. And what happened? Pretty much everybody I knew, friends, colleagues, neighbors, came down with flu. But my family and I stayed healthy. This kind of situation, where big data is analyzed for trends and patterns to recognize outbreaks of disease, is going to become more common in the future. This means we can stay healthier, as doctors will be able to keep track of health trends and deal with outbreaks more quickly and effectively. Now, it's not all good news with big data. Many people have concerns, reasonable concerns I might add, about privacy. After all, the big data that's out there comes from my emails, your tweets, my photos, your comments, and it's available to many companies and businesses to view. I'll discuss some of these concerns in more detail later, but for me, the advantages that big data brings us definitely outweigh the disadvantages. And I'd like to share with you a few more of those pros before touching on the cons.